In the next batch of episodes, it becomes increasingly clear that David is not feeling Lauren and he is trying his best to get her to break up with him. I really don't understand this stance of you wanting to break up with somebody but not wanting to be the one to do it. So basically, you just be the most horrible partner ever until your partner breaks up with you. I say rip the band-aid off and just break up with them. Let's not waste time. Let's not play games. Personally, I think David knew he wasn't marrying Lauren as soon as he saw her, because literally day one, or was it day one, day two that we saw, he plants the seeds of his escape route. And that was this whole sneaky link situation. Now, David knew about this sneaky link before he even got engaged to Lauren. But now suddenly it's a problem. And now suddenly his reasoning for this now being a big issue is because, he hasn't had a girlfriend for 4 years. And basically his expectations for the women coming into this show was that they had been single for a long time. And conveniently for David, he has this strict criteria that includes situationships and friends with benefits. Dating is fine, but only when he does it. So that just adds more marinade to David's escape route. He can now use this as an excuse that he's uncomfortable with the fact that she was friends with benefits with someone that he knows. Then the goalpost moves again. Not only is it bad that she had a friends with benefits with someone that he knows, now everybody in the Minneapolis Catholic community is gossiping about it. Now his sister knows and she's not happy about it. Then his boys are basically chatting shit about Lauren and basically saying that it lasted longer than she's letting on. Then again, to make matters worse, the sneaky link is plotting on Lauren as well and basically going around slandering her name. To the point where he's even reaching out his friends to make this storyline on this show, which is crazy. So it's like your man don't want you. He's using the sneaky link as an excuse, and then the sneaky link is acting up on top of that. Like, this is just a lose-lose situation for Lauren. At the end of the last batch of episodes, basically he is doubling down that he thinks that basically Lauren is playing things down and is lying about the nature of her relationship with her sneaky link, and that he actually was a boyfriend and not a sneaky link because his boy said so. And therefore he's uncomfortable with the engagement now, conveniently. And the most shocking part about all of this is that Lauren is still there begging for him. Even to the point where she's saying, bring your friends over to interrogate me so I can tell them the truth. What? From time he's talking about, I don't want to choose between you and my friends. Babe, choose your friends, babe, and marry your friends. And be friends with benefits with your friends since they're so beneficial to your life. Me personally, I would have shut this down on the engagement ring when he brought this up. And when he started to bring it up again in real life, goodbye. Goodbye, you see me on the story in the club. Because I'm single. Goodbye, sir. Next. For me, I just don't think it's that deep to break off a trash TV engagement. I really don't think it's that deep, especially with such a ridiculous man. And especially the fact that you only got engaged 2 weeks ago. Break it off, hun. In my opinion, it shouldn't have mattered even if she fucked that guy an hour before she went into the pods. As far as I'm concerned, is single until an engagement ring is on my finger. And I just feel like you shouldn't even be knowing about my business. Obviously, I feel like Lauren was forthright about her business simply because it was community tea. Like, the man was in the community, he knew the man, so even if she didn't say anything about it, it was going to come out. So I feel like she thought she's just going to come clean because it's going to come out anyway because it's that type of community. But even still, I just feel like this is irrelevant information. She's chosen to marry you and to make a commitment to you. So why does it matter who she was fucking before she even met you? And now Lauren is out here just being ridiculous, trying to justify this friends with benefits. There's nothing to explain, Lauren. This man is just very much like a double standard man. Like, he's happy to be a whore himself, but somehow wants his hot wife who has decided to be abstinent for however long to save her pussy for him. It's very delusional. And these are the type of men you just can't argue with. You can't try and make them reason. You can't even be like, well, you're basically doing the same thing as me. Like, there's no reasoning with them. Especially when they're not attracted to you in the first place. Like, you already lost, babe. You got nothing to negotiate with, babe. And better yet, move out of your community, because it seems like the community in Minneapolis are just very catty and weird. I feel like your husband is not in Minneapolis, darling. In the trailer for the next batch of episodes, seems like Lauren is still begging. Oh, it's just like, girl, stand up. But I gotta hear from you guys. Like, can you understand why Lauren is still begging for David, or do you feel like she just needs to stand up and leave? And what do you think about this whole situation? Can we see where David is coming from, or do you just feel like this is ridiculous? And in terms of getting engaged to someone, does their sexual past matter? And do we feel like when should a cutoff be in terms of somebody saying that they're ready for marriage, but then they just got out of like a situationship or friends with benefits? Like, what do we take serious? And let's say, like, yes, they had a boyfriend and they broke up with their boyfriend a week before coming on the pod, and they came on. Would you hold that against someone? Because for me personally, I would not care. I would not care. Like, even if you had a fiance before coming on Love is Blind, like, as far as I'm concerned, that's not my business. But I gotta hear from you guys.